Hi, I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we're focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now, we're studying about revival outpourings that have taken place throughout church history, and today I'm going to share with you one movement that is dear to my heart, and that is the Jesus People movement. I guess this is so important to me is because I was saved during the Jesus People movement. But let me back up and tell you a little bit about when it took place. Now, the era during which the Jesus movement took place was a turbulent time of spiritual and cultural revolution in America. It was a time of great chaos, but yet, during this time of chaos, the Lord brought out a harvest of young people. Now, the Jesus People movement really originated in California in the late 1960s when the Spirit of God began to move upon those who were part of the hippie counterculture. Now, these people that were known as hippies, they were known to be heavily involved in drugs, what they called free love, which was just, illicit sex and all kinds of deviant behavior. However, by and large, these people were seeking for truth. They were looking for a real meaning of life. They might have come from a church background, but yet they saw just the facade of it all. They saw that many people had a form of godliness, but not the power that was supposed to be seen in the lives of all believers of Jesus. So the revival outpouring that was poured out upon these young people overflowed to young people eventually in traditional churches and parachurch organizations such as Campus Crusade for Christ and Young Life. And it influenced just nationwide. It influenced young people to become zealous followers of Jesus. Now, this specialized revival outpouring upon young people also energized the charismatic movement, due in large part to the receptive attitude that many of the charismatic leaders, such as Derek Prince and Catherine Kuhlman, had towards the newly converted Jesus people. Now, let me tell you, the Jesus people that were, by and large, very Pentecostal, most of the Jesus people were experiencing the baptism of the Holy Spirit, the speaking in tongues, the spiritual gifts. Not all of them, but I would say the majority of them did. And so you would think that the Pentecostal churches would have embraced them and taken them in and helped them to grow in the Lord. But sad to say, that wasn't the case. You see, the Jesus people, they were coming out of a culture where the guys had long hair. The girls were wearing these long, what they call granny dresses down to the floor. But everybody wore tattered jeans that weren't always washed every day. And so it was just a different culture. And the music was definitely not like the old hymns of that the Pentecostals like to sing. The Jesus people wanted to sing their own music that they had written in love to Jesus. And so the Pentecostal churches, by and large, just did not open the doors. In fact, many of them were vehemently against these Jesus people. Sometimes they were even called Jesus freaks. I tell you what, those that did open the doors to these young people that had such a zeal for Jesus were better for it. And they helped nurture these young people into the ways of the Lord. Well, there's much more to share about the Jesus movement, so join me tomorrow. I've got more to share. See ya.